It's a powerful debut from Megan Fox, revealing a darker side in her new book of poetry, Pretty Boys Are Poisonous, in which she writes about tumultuous and sometimes volatile relationships with unnamed men.
I just think it was something inside of me that had to come out because it was going to make me sick.
I often wondered as I was reading if some of it was also a metaphor for how you were treated in Hollywood.
Some of it is definitely a metaphor. None of it is what I would call fictional. Those are all real life experiences that I had.
What is your problem, Sam?
Okay, there's a monster right there. Just attack me.
The Transformer star featuring a collection of more than 70 poems, penning themes of emotional, mental, and physical abuse.
This is not an expose that I wrote or a memoir.
You're not here to name names.
Yeah, but throughout my life, I have been in at least one physically abusive relationship and several psychologically very abusive relationships. I've only been publicly connected to a few people.
Correct.
That I shared energy with, I guess we could say, who were horrific people and also very famous people. But no one knows that I was involved with those people.
Her poem titled Oxycodone and Tequila, graphically detailing what she says was physical abuse she endured during one particular relationship.
I wrote a lot of things that didn't make it in the book because I was like, this is maybe for God's eyes only. Like, some of it is too much when you're a known person.
It would be too revealing.
If I had the freedom of just being a poet and people not really wanting to dig too much into my personal life, I would have included more entries like that.
When you decided that you wanted to do this, who in your personal life was your biggest supporter? Who said, yes, put it out there?
The person who actually told me I should write a poetry book is Colson.
And the last two poems in the book describe for the first time a heartbreaking pregnancy loss that Fox says she and Colson Baker, the musician known as Machine Gun Kelly, faced together.
I had never been through anything like that before in my life. I have 3 kids, so it was very difficult for both of us. And it sent us on a very wild journey together and separately and together and apart and together and apart and together and apart, trying to navigate what does this mean and why did this happen.
And the poem she's the most proud of, To Marry an Arsonist.
True love, twin flame, trusted friend, naive girl, so many secrets hiding behind your scorched earth temper.
It's beautiful. And to my knowledge,
Yeah.
you have only married one person.
But I've been engaged multiple times. There's only one person I call my twin flame.
Publicly, Fox and Colson have referred to each other as a twin flame. And while her poetry is raw, Fox says it's not a burn book about men, but rather a message to women that you don't have to stay silent.
Because it gives like an elegant place for your pain to live. To put it into art makes it useful to other people, and so you don't just suffer with it on your own.
Well, Megan also tells me she still has more stories to share, and writing them in this way has been very cathartic. Pretty Boys Are Poisonous is officially out.